Welcome back to my channel. For all the new persons just coming to this channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Avree, but you can call me ReeRee. And before I get into the video, I just want to say thank you so very much to all of the persons who have subscribed, the persons who show their support, they left their comments. Some of them were even telling, some of you were telling me how you had experienced similar things that I went through when I decided to build on family land. So I just want to let you know that I'm very grateful. I am overwhelmed. Thank you so very much for the support. When I did the channel, I just wanted to honestly let go my belly. Never want to keep it because sometimes when you're keeping things too long, it stress you. So I'm very grateful and very happy with the support. And you will continue to get good quality videos, good quality content, etc. So today I will be discussing or telling you how how an older man tried to groom me when I was just 19 years old. And before I get into it, disclaimer, I have no qualms, I have no issues with a younger person dealing with an older man, or an older man dealing, or an older woman, sorry, dealing with a younger person. These people sometimes go on to make families where they are genuinely in love, they're genuinely happy, and I am not against it. I'm not against it. Many times, sometimes it's the younger person give trouble, sometimes the older person give trouble, but I'm not against it, and I'm not bashing anybody who is in a relationship with a huge age gap. Absolutely no problems with it. I'm only talking about my experiences, as we do know that older men and women tend to groom their younger spouses, and sometimes it's not a good thing, right? And I'm only telling you my experience. So back in the day when I was 19 years old, never forget, um, there's a party by the name of Chug It. It's a popular party in Jamaica. In fact, I think it's still happening now. And back then it used to be 2 for 1. So a friend of mine invited me to Chug It. Anyway, go to Chug It now, and at that time I was doing music. And that's another video within itself, and I will explain more in another video. But I was very in tune with the music industry. I was really ambitious about being an artist. And so because of that, I knew a lot of persons in the fraternity. So by the time I reached, back then, I don't know how it's set up now, but back then, the VIP was upstairs. So by the time I reached the staircase, people saying, come on, come up a VIP, whatever, whatever. I will never forget, I think Maka Diamond was performing that night. She had a song called Die Die. So she was performing her hit song. She was hot in that time. So went the upstairs and was enjoying the performance, and then a lady in the middle of the performance, a lady was tapping me on my shoulder. Someone said, "Oh, what?" She said, "The man is calling you." Anyway, lo and behold, it turned out that this man is a celebrity. As far as I know, he's still doing what he's doing. So he is a renowned, without giving too much away, he was what you call it now, a media personality, right? So he was like, say, come here, whatever. So the crowd thick, cause Chuck it always pack. Anyway, went to him, and had a very brief discussion because it was loud, and talk and exchange numbers. So he asked what I was studying. So at the time I was studying journalism, right? And he said, "Oh, there might be something in the pipeline for you." Now that is very important. You hear me say? Something in the pipeline for you. So in my mind, me I think about job opportunity, me I think about something in my career field. That's what I am thinking about, right? When I gave him the number, that's what I was hoping for. Anyway, so as him said that, obviously my interest was piqued, aside from the fact that he is indeed a media personality. So me I say, well, the money I have him own or something, so there is a high chance really and truly I'll be able to get a job eventually, or whatever the case is. Now, mind you, at 19 years old, at that time, things were not really great because I mentioned on this channel before that I really didn't have support. Like I said, I was on my own. My father put me in a house by myself at 14, and he continued to support me till I was about 16, 17 thereabouts, and after that I was on my own. So at 19, I've been on my own for at least a few years already. So in that time, yeah, of course, if I was to talk to somebody at that time, I gonna need help because me need help. So if me go take up one man, me not gonna take up one man where probably couldn't help me or whatever. And you know we're Jamaicans, and this happens worldwide. It happened before me born, and it will happen after I'm long gone. You understand me? So what happened now is the interest was peaked when him say job opportunity, something's in the pipeline. Anyway, gradually we would talk on the phone a lot. When I say man can chat, man could chat enough. And we would talk on the phone for like hours until eventually he asked me to go out. No, I didn't agree at first because where I was staying at the time, my clothes was in that same house I was telling you about in St. Andrew. Not the house I mentioned where my grandmother is, where I was living beside my father and his wife. So it probably feel like a lie me that tale. About 2 weeks after him call again. And this time when I drop my cage, I say, alright, I will go, but give me a heads up when because I need to go get my clothes. Anyway, jump on my bus and go for wish for me and go for my clothes and come back down, pack up clothes, make up everything. No, he invited me to a famous club. There was a club called Famous Nightclub in Portmore. It was new at the time and we went. That's the first time I feel like that's the first time we went out. And I wouldn't say we're a couple then, but it did feel like one couple because back then Famous didn't fancy. They used to have like some ladies that would give you like hand towel and a vehicle is passing. One moment. Sorry, someone was passing by. I was saying Monday. So right, so went to Famous Nightclub and it was a nice vibe and like I said, he was like a media personality or a celebrity, so him popular. And I had to use the bathroom and I saw even some of my high school. Remember, I just left high school in a 19 because I went all the way up to upper six. So 19 fresh out of high school basically. And I saw some of my schoolmates there and I said, oh, I saw and saw your par and blah 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 and ReeRee, as I say my celebrity. Alright, go bathroom, no one use bathroom. When I come to the bathroom, I tell no lies. I the man me see at the bathroom door with me. So me I say, okay then. Interesting. Anyway, I had a good time. That is when I started to drink. I don't drink anymore, but that was when I say I'm not a roommate, but that's when I started to drink socially. I don't drink at all no. So anyway, one thing led to another, and really and truly, we went on a lot of dates, and we went on so many dates to the point where he was getting frustrated with me because honestly, I did afraid him, cause big man, he was literally in his 50s at the time, like early 50s. He never told me his age, but by the age he told me when he had his son at 25, and his son was like 27 at the time. So that's 52. So we started to talk when he was 52. The good thing is not like a all and cold type of person. He put himself together really well, which I find that older men are doing that these days. They're not leaving themselves careless. 50, no, it's not 50 back in the day. 50 now to me, them really, for the men who do keep themselves up because not everybody do it, right? So him did alright, but it was him did I get frustrated. Eventually, I gave in and we became intimate, and it was official, right? And he would help out financially here and there with things, important things. Like I was able to purchase food, I was able to buy, feminine products, I was able to pay my internet. Hold on. So he really stopped a gap, right? And remember, anytime a man and a woman a deal, the man isn't obliged to give you anything or to help you. It's something he does by choice. And so obviously I was grateful. You understand? Because I was on my own for a very long time and things were difficult. So that is how I got to experience that fast life, uptown life, like both, whatever you want to call it, because remember I had nothing. At that age, that's when I opened my first bank account at 19 because I had a bank account with RBTT. Remember RBTT Bank for the older persons? And it's a long story. Just know my father, my now deceased father, my beloved father who is now deceased during the account. That is another story again. So what heap of things that happened to me at the time, never had a stable foundation. So obviously when this man come into my life, he really did stop a gap and it did work out for me. And it was a good, decent relationship up until. So, being a public personality, a part of his job description was to go out and interview people and just be very updated with all that is happening in the entertainment industry. And if you're a Jamaican, Jamaica ever keep, whether between music, mix up this, that, Jamaica is a very entertaining place naturally. Our people are naturally entertaining and there's a party for every day of the week. He used to have I don't remember. Party keep Sunday, church used to keep on a Sunday. Uptown Monday, Bossy Tuesdays, Weddy Wednesdays, etc. So he would be out a lot, right? And most of the times he would bring me along with him. And then it's a thing, I guess, when you're in the entertainment industry, you have to be at a lot of events. I guess you have to stay current, whatever. So obviously me the Bakaim, and I'm young, so of course I was enjoying it. But then there came a point where I really got tired. I was drained. But it already slim. I made I lose weight. And it's like the constant partying. So every money I get is like, may I take it go buy ear, may I take it go do nails, and I'm not saving. That is when we started to have a problem because I realized that there was no growth. I cannot get up every day and just like a party, a hang out, drink, and I'm not even a drinker. And I want to let say, even then, the only thing I drank was wine. You're not going to see me I drink special and rum and boom and them something there because that's not really me. Hold on. Sorry about that. There's a big funeral today, so very, very busy today. Right. So I'm not like a drinker of such. And I realized that it really wasn't healthy, even as a young person, to be constantly, going to these parties. Mind you, it is a good look because you're a par with celebrity. You're going to a party, people look on you, you're dressed nice, you look pretty. It's a vibe. It really is a vibe. But when the vibe don't, what happen after that? No, oh, tomorrow go. Oh, my future go. So I was really tired of it. And so when I started to talk about growth and development and future, him starts from a bad face, simply put. But in that same breath, there are certain things I realized that I was not allowed to do. For example, if there was an event, remember the first thing I said when we go famous nightclub in Falmago bathroom? Weird. I realized that I was getting attention from other people. Now, mind you, being a media personality does not mean that you are rich. Doesn't mean that you are wealthy. Can he afford his lifestyle? Yes, he's making a decent living. But he knows no big superstar, no big DJ, no Spice and no Sean Paul. And so when he used to bring me out, other celebrities with enough more money, younger, you understand, would be there. And I realized he did not like the attention that I was garnering. I don't know why I just get distracted a while ago. You understand me? He didn't like it because I don't know if he's jealous, but anytime at all there'll be events where no say I'm going to be in close proximity to people of a higher stature than himself, him let me go. And that did weird. Mind you, I will keep it real. In Jamaica, you have a thing say name good better best. So you'd have a female with dead one man and things don't work out like him have enough money or whatever, she will move on to a next man who have more money, we can provide for her more, can give her more opportunities. And remember, the whole relationship he and I had was based off of something being in the pipeline career wise. And then from this so him working him way till it reach relationship. Right. So, like I was saying, it, maybe he felt intimidated by these more powerful men, these richer men, these younger men, whatever. And every single time we'd go out, and I say, "What? Are them pretty girl you have? Are them young girl you have?" Remember, them time they no girl, well nice, well, cause you know you're a power celebrity, so you have to look the part, right? So anyway, it happened until I start feel away, to like nice places like I feel like even when we go like even hotels for example there was a thing called still ya keep rebel salute him left me at the hotel now I'm gonna away because him just don't want anybody to when he's working and he cannot be by my side 24/7 or every second he would always leave me behind or leave me in the hotel because him don't want anybody to talk me and him back truthfully. So that is where I realized that something not right. So what the political rules that they were can't really follow. Like for example, it would like for no say no mind he was never aggressive, never violent. I would never say there lie on him like that. But at the same time, things were limited. You understand me? Like it's started for nobody add up again. Outside of lifestyle, going out drinking and all them something there was nothing else. Of course I have a we were decent friends, I would say. We'll have a good level of communication. But when it came on to me wanted to grow, to develop, when time I started want to work, it never happened. You understand me? And that is where I realized that there was some level of a control mechanism within the relationship. Here what the man wanted me to say no. Say him go put me in an apartment and he want to impregnate me. 19-year-old me. First of all, Many young girls get pregnant for women more than twice their age. Me no want to do it. Me, I look something for myself because, as I mentioned in my previous video, I had no foundation. So, oh, if me and I have means for take care of myself, how am I gonna take care of a baby? What if me a fall out? You understand me? How will I survive? How would a child survive? Not saying that he would have abandoned me, but I am not trying to use a baby to trap him. So I don't feel like he should use a baby to trap me. And the reality is that I was around him willingly. I wasn't because of I wanted to be trapped. So when we say all them are rich people, they must feel like whatever reasonable relationship, there's no need for him to be intimidated or threatened by those other big celebrity who are gonna take up themselves and do dancehall artists. But I have 20 women. You understand me? So I remember there was even a point where I wanted to put a cart road on the road, a taxi, and in Bonnie thought everything for do with growth, my growth in Bonnie thought. When I spoke about finishing UA in Bonnie thought, so it did look like I was just like a figurine, basically, just somebody for make him look good. Cause like when him growing him friend them, are them nice girl you have, are them young girl you have, she nicey. But what happened after that? You understand me? So we continued to go back and forth until I realized that what I figured to be a help was more like a setback. Yes, it seemed more like a setback to me because when I wanted to spread my wings and fly, it's like he want to cut my wings them, want to clip my wings them. The man I go talk about baby. Baby where? Baby say can't hold me down in my life? That makes no sense. Every time I would put forward something like a business or me being independent, it was an issue. The next thing now is that every time I bring it up, it's like it's an argument that I cannot grow, I cannot develop. There's nothing there. Even school was an issue. I'll tell you why I say it's a setback now. Anyway, curious also, just curious. Like 1 year in now, I said to him, who you live with? Because remember, in a beer hotel, mind you, hotel sweet, Mister, I didn't care about going to his house. Lo and behold, the man got tell me say he live with one woman for about God knows how many years. And it so happened that this woman was in her 40s, no children, no accomplishments, nothing. And funny enough, he started to deal with her at 19 years old. So basically, him turned the woman in a one scandal bag. So him outside, out and about with me, brawling. Him not hide, because meeting say me a wife. And only to find out that all along you were living with somebody. I remember one night we were at a hotel and I said to him, nice this hotel in the Ibero Star. And I said to him, how do you live like this? You understand? And he said to me, say, she a fat and fall for mangoes. So me be the mangoes and him a the fall. So in other words, she's just like a helper to him. She's just somebody who probably like cooking meals, but him, when really want a young girl. That means to say me not safe because after this when me get older, you go look somebody younger. You understand me? The story not done yet. Anyway, after discovering him have somebody, there's a vehicle passed in one moment. So, my sister the man not have no loyalty. No loyalty. Him just want to suck the youth out of me. And him don't interested in any part of my growth nor development. So I say, alright, then I start pull back. Every week he man go party all 3, 4, 5 times for the week. I say, I can't make it though. Yeah man, pull back. Surely after people tell me say other girl and in my party, I ask him say not go so, whatever. Start instead of start like spend my money and I do hair and nails, I learn to be self-sufficient. So I can now do my own nails. When I go to say look well professionally done, but I get a good 8 out of 10. I used to have cream hair, I start cream my own hair, I learn how to do these things and I start take care of myself because the constant going out and drinking and them something there is not going to help you. Anyway, I start take care of myself and fix up myself and put on all weight and save my money, very important. And we go up on the next date again. He must say, come first link up. I say, I don't really depend on the party business with nobody. So if a party I go party, I don't feel the vibes going away. Right? When we link up, he was like, oh, you put on weight, you have man to take care of you. That simply means to say, him have me as a menke or a maid. Because if me I take care of myself, I become put on some weight, it must have to be a man take care of me. That means to say, you don't think I have the potential or the capacity to take care of myself. No, it happened that I had younger. Like I said, I was doing music. I was an aspiring artist, and I met a lot of persons in music, even persons closer to my age group. And Sometimes them invite me out, I would go. Him I go say me I go to the young people when I want to go to him. The reality is that when I'm out with those people, but just enjoy myself. Man, I go out for be like a face card or like an image type of thing or like a figurine for look image or for look likes or for just show off because I realize it gets all you just depend mind you some females love the attention but the whole purpose of my entire existence to him and the fact that he can give me local money and so is for show off and after a while it got played out anyway him start a move bring with me and I'm like just really toxic to be honest and then is a case where he must say I prefer young people than him that's not true when we link up with the young people when me link up or when we link up as younger persons a lot of the times it's just in the studio it not have nothing to do with getting in the spotlight getting attention showing off most time in the studio and with the stabila vibes and that is it no makeup required no not required just a chill like normal him can't accept that because streaming the media world him is a media personality everything for them is about image and this and that and whatever and as me I say there was no growth because when I started to go to university it's a case where I never support it straight up. Same did I hold my back. And fight and it didn't work. No, remember I was explaining to you that I had to pull back. I had to pull back, stay home, learn for the ear, no for nails, and save. You understand me? Buy the clothes them downtown. I just realized that if I continue like this, the day when many left, I'm gonna left with nothing at all. And that is what a lot of females do. When I look at one rich man pick them up and find them and help them, all the money that is given to them spend back on lifestyle, ear and nails. And when you look, nobody not have a good bed for sleep on. You understand me? Nobody not have a good place for live. You understand me? Nobody not have no education. All them something there. You understand me? I say, I did not finish university. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. You get me? I say, if you have an opportunity, I have a little spouse who can help you, go get a degree because at the end of the day, man mind will change. A man can just get up tomorrow morning and left you. Your education will not leave you. Your money will not leave you unless you spend it or you waste it. You understand me? And that is where we were bumping heads. When you do find a little rich man to help you, do not let him groom you because he's going to groom you into a croft and a big mother with 10 children. And when everything is said and done, I'm gonna leave you and move on to the next young one. Understand me? Women while we get older and older, women are born every day at Jubilee Hospital or whichever hospital. So they only get younger and younger. So in a relationship like that, it was very vain. It had no substance. And every time I brought up, like I mentioned, something to help myself, it didn't work out. So that is where I'm always a saver regardless, you know. So I realized the responsibility is only for me. If I'm going to depend on, I cannot depend on him to set up my life for me because clearly him just want go out and party and as me say a part-time job description. So I understand, but in terms of my well-being and my future, there was no kind of concern. His only concern was that get pregnant and come in an apartment. I'm gonna put you in an apartment and that is it. I can't talk to people. I cannot go out without him. All them something there is foolishness. Really. Listen to me. If somebody I help you, always save the money. Don't make nobody groom you and breed you up, no offense, and park you like an old Tata truck. Don't let them do that to you because that is what I have seen happen to a lot of in that era, in that time. A lot of them get pregnant and buy artists and artists just get a little money and then get a little one hype and then after that back to square one. Don't make any sense. When you come across somebody who can help you, take the help and save the money and put the money to use. Like I said, whether it's a business, whether it's your education, whether it's your home, whatever it is, because like I told you, they get younger and younger. Right now, 2 years ago, in probably them 60s now, and I read that he got a younger pregnant, same dream come true. Mind you, he could literally mean no ill will to that female. Maybe he genuinely wants another child, but that mother could not be me. Straight put, like, man, I do that. Man, I go to pen. Mind you, none of the time they him pay rent. So him the one rent house for himself and rent house for me too. That's ridiculous. You understand me? Because I told you he wasn't no super rich person. He was just someone that could maintain his lifestyle and him have him image, him have him reputation, etc. But for me, he did not care about my future. I'm gonna tell you how I go now. So I start saving my money start be smart, and I was taking care of myself. Like I said, no more partying and drinking and lack of sleep. Listen to me. Like I said before, sleep is very healing to me. Anything that makes me lose sleep is unhealthy, straight up. So if I have to be out partying, drinking, I don't know if I'm out at these places as 11 o'clock come want to sleep. But as I say, it's all about image. Like in that world, you have to be seen a lot. Would you believe me? Up until I started to get serious, I didn't even have a good bed. And me and this man up and about and around. And his a friend of mine came to me and said, "Oh yeah, par with so and said even have a good bed, girl. See a bed of spring one change." I must say, she introduced me to the fact that people need to have furniture, household items like washing machine, toaster oven. All them something them never have in the beginning of the relationship, and it never care if I have them or not. Like I said, it was a setback, and it's up until a friend of mine was like so and so. I really looked into it. I must start, as I said, must start like pull back from all that unnecessary spending because if him give me money to do hair and nails, it's only to go out with him. I could do it myself. As I said, I stopped like just going out overall. You understand me? And started to save and everything. And by the time the relationship ended, me have things. But then like him give money and say, he buy one bed, buy one dresser. I had to be smart about it. You understand me? Because this grooming thing is no joke. And mind you, when you say groom, a lot of young females are forced into relationships, especially underage females. And 19 is an adult, but 19 is still quite young. 19 is inexperienced. 19, I did not know 20% of the things that I know now. But I just through common sense, and I had an elderly lady around me to advise me and say, men would not tell you, or would not give money to here buy a deodorant, but you as a woman need to know that you have to save your money to get it, especially girls or women like myself who don't have nobody, who just start from zero. You understand me? A lot of them will try to fit in with the crowd, but at the end of the day, when the crowd gone in and you left outside, where is the roof over your head? A lot of children, and I say children, meaning anybody under the age of 18, are forced into adult relationships because their parents are not providing for them, unfortunately, and they are hungry and they want to go to school. When I was in high school, you had students who had relationships, students in grade 9 who had relationships with older men. Some of them will still send them to school, some of them will get them pregnant, some of them will physically assault them. You understand me? And a lot of young girls who say get pregnant for big men is it's not really because they wanted to, but they wanted the help. They wanted the help, and would the help come with baby, and would the help come with and many things. So I would say to any young girl right now that does not have support at home, anybody under 18, if you even find a big man, protect yourselves because age does not necessarily mean maturity or wisdom. Some of the big man them have no female. Some of the big man them will carry on diseases, STDs, STIs onto you. You might think you're the only one because you're young and pretty, but the big man them don't care. Because money talk and bullshit walk. That's the reality. So you will have, you think you're pretty, you have two more pretty like you, same way. You understand me? So you need to protect yourself. Always use a condom. Invest in your future, invest in yourself, be healthy. Don't make them have your party. Some women drink and smoke, and when everything done, you age up. By the time you age up, they move on to the younger one. Don't do it. Save your money and invest in yourselves. You understand me? Like I said, older men don't mean mature or wise men. Let me tell you what that one did to me. When everything is said and done, I had a cousin. Still have a cousin, don't talk to her anymore. I remember the first time she met that man. She did bitter and salty. Lo and behold, years later, I found out that the whole time that I was pulling back, she was sleeping with him. And that's what these older men will do because them have more experience than you, them have the advantage in some cases, and so them take a idiot. So all along with me, I up and down with this man behind me, I sleep with my cousin. You understand me? So what if I was to get pregnant for him? He probably get pregnant, impregnate me and my cousin. So these older men, when they talk about grooming, don't let men force to know. I'm not going to go into the one that forcibly commands young girls and do that. That's a whole nother thing. I am just talking about men that basically bend young girls into their own will and have them at home cooking. At first, them show you the glamour life, and then like them say them forced in our apartment, probably give her one baby, and before you know it, you don't have the means to leave, even if you want to, because you're not working. He controls all the money. You find yourself with one or two children. You can't get no education, you cannot for yourself, and then before you know it, you get older, you've gone back with the next young girl, and the cycle continues. You have to be wise. This is the bottom line. No man is obliged to help you. You understand me? If you deal with an older man and you find that he's controlling, like the one I was talking to, or you find that he's not interested in your growth and development, that is not his responsibility. That's the responsibility of your parents and yourself. What I would advise you to do is save. Use the money wisely. You understand me? If he's not doing it, you can secretly do things. Like I know women who are with spouses that don't really help them financially, and them hide and throw partner. You understand me? Them have a small business that man is unaware of. Really and truly, you shouldn't really have a spouse that you have to hide these things from. But the world is not perfect. You understand me? Life is not perfect, and life is not black and white. There are many complications in life. You understand me? So before you go ahead and have somebody groom you as a young person, and then 10 years pass, I don't know what you do with your life, try to make something of yourself, because he does not owe you anything. If you find that he's controlling, you can get up and leave. The problem is that when you tie up yourself with him, you have picnic him, put in an apartment. Listen to me. Do you know how difficult it is for you living in an apartment in a New Kingston, and then you're the man left? If you come out of the apartment and go back around one part around this, so it is embarrassing. Mind you, you may not be able to afford this big $100,000 or 1,000 US rent per month, but you could still save and get something, within your means. Don't take all the money I give you and parent, and when everything's said and done and he left you, you're going back and go catch with runs or whatever. Don't do it. You understand me? So, as I said, I cannot stop men from grooming girls, because, like I said, grooming can be bad and it can be, I'm not gonna say it can be good, because grooming is never good, but it might come off as being good, because a man will be providing things that you cannot provide yourself with. Like I said, a stable home, money, exposure, all of that. But in the same breath, know your limit. Don't let anybody force you to do what you don't want to do, go where you don't want to be, and be in situations that you don't like, that is not desirable for yourself. Like I said, I was promised a job, and a job went on to about, I would say, a 3-year relationship. And when the relationship ended, if I did not have anything for myself, meaning I was thinking to buy furniture, because like I said, at 19 I have nothing. if I didn't if I wasn't moving smart and had my own thing going on, like I said, he didn't support school, he did not support the taxi business, he did not provide me with a job like he promised. You understand, something is in the pipeline. Even when I asked about it, he was hiring females and males in his business and not hiring me. Absolutely wouldn't do it, because he had no intention of my long-term development. What he wanted was somebody, like I said, he wanted somebody to use. I use him, basically, if me never smart, I left with nothing. You understand me? And that's how they grew me, thinking that all is well. But really and truly, when you look at the bigger picture, where you have for yourself, yeah, you have long fingernail and long tall ear down in your back, and you can go in a party free because you're the man there, and you have good name and you probably up on Instagram. But what you have after that, you have to have something. Like I said, men all around will help you. A lot of the times, it's the young girl that give the big man bone. It's not the big man is the problem. So I am not pointing fingers at anybody. I'm just addressing the issue of grooming, the grooming culture. See it and flee it. If you realize the big man where you're with, he not so right, he might treat you the type of way. If he talk to you too strong one time, or you feel like him raise him hand on you one time, don't let it happen a second time. Why women don't leave? Because they don't have the means to take care of themselves. Me never make that catch me. Take time save my money. I'm go out in the world. It was very difficult without him, and I'm gonna tell him a lie. But guess what? I don't want nobody come breed me up like oh. So I left. So that is my 2 cents. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the notification bell, and please leave your comments below.